Math, a subject so complicated that it could possibly blow your head off. But how murderous can it get?
Today, we present to you Murderous Maths, The Phantom X by Karen Poskett, published by Scholastic. Let's get to it.
Murderous Maths. The book starts off with simple algebraic equations to get familiar with the unknown numbers.
It then continues with simple linear equations with one unknown, just like we learned in class before the exams.
After learning the basics, the book moved on to skills and techniques, such as removing brackets, the quadratic formula, which is something that we haven't learned in class.
The book then features games that involves algebra.
And that after that followed by a minus b times a minus b and other square formulas that involve brackets.
And finally using algebra to explain x, y axis and plots.
Furthermore, the book also used stories and comics between each topic, such as Foxworth Manor, The Seven Gangsters, Love Burger, Go Like Aliens, and the Pure Mathematics.
Not only did this book let us revise about the previous algebra knowledge we learned, and understand the information in a more clear and memorable way,
but we also learned many new things, such as quadratic equations and axes. This really broadened our horizons in the math without numbers, and would really help us on secondary math that always involves algebra.
The most impressive and interesting part is the last chapter, the zero proof.
It's about how the Phantom X used algebra to prove 1 equals 0. It might not look possible, but it's true. Using his theory, everything turns into nothing, and nothing turns into everything. This book used different application examples through comics and stories to make us understand algebraic concepts, which making the book entertaining and enjoyable to read. This book also covered all necessary information, starting from basics to advanced.
However, this book sometimes has too many examples and stories that one may find confusing and that they not get the main point of the chapter. However, this case is quite rare in the books.
I see that many classmates in the class struggle to absorb the information and understand the concepts. This book expresses and goes through the topics in a funny and interesting way, hence being able to help some students in class.
Furthermore, this book also has many information and advanced knowledge that some textbook doesn't have. So, smarter students can read ahead and prepare for higher grade math for the far future. Furthermore, the book can nourish and develop the interest of math upon students and hopefully help their studies and exam results.
If you are interested in this book is actually a series, and you can buy books covering other topics in math such as arithmetic, geometry, and probability.
Thank you for listening.
Hope you
enjoyed.
the book.
This really broke.
This really broadened our horizons.